welcome back to our channel. Today we'll be making soap bubble art designs. For bubble painting, you can use any kind of paint or color like acrylic paint, coffee for a brown pigment. You can use ink color, food color, poster colors, and even watercolor. Now I'll be showing you how to make different types of DIY bubble blowers. Bubble blowers will help you to directly blow bubbles onto your paper, but it is not necessary to make a bubble blower to make designs. You can always simply use a straw, but it is always recommended to help you make bubble art. So in this video, we're showing you 4 methods of making the bubble blowers. The first one using stockings, the second one using mesh nets. You can always recycle a mesh net you get from your grocery store. So each of these will create different sizes and different shapes of bubbles. So make your bubble blower according to the design and shape you prefer. For the third method, I'm also showing you an alternative method if you do not have plastic bottles at home. You can recycle a yogurt cup or any other suitable cup by cutting out the bottom part of the lid and rolling it and tightening it with a rubber band. For this method, we'll be reusing a piece of cloth from a cloth mask. Once you're done making your bubble blower, you need to select your type of paper. I recommend using thicker paper for bubble art, but you can use any type of paper. This is some sketch paper which I'm going to be cutting into A4 sized sheets for my drawing. I'm also going to be showing you some bubble art on colored paper. To make the bubble solution, you can use shampoo, liquid soap, or dishwashing liquid. For the first method, we'll be using dishwashing liquid. So first add 3 teaspoons of water to a cup. Then add 2 teaspoons of dishwashing liquid. After mixing it, you can add any color of your choice. This will soon be the color of your bubbles. I'm adding some red acrylic paint. For the second method, we'll be using shampoo. So add 3 teaspoons of water to your cup and add 1 teaspoon of shampoo. So for the first cup, I'm going to add some coffee to make brown pigmented bubble solution. For the second cup, I've added some red food color. And for the third cup, I'm adding some orange watercolor. For the third method, I'll be using liquid soap. First, add 3 teaspoons of water to your cup. I'll be adding some ink. I've added 3 drops and add 3 puffs of hand wash soap. If you don't have a bubble blower, you can use a straw to blow bubbles as you've seen here. Without further ado, let's dive right into the bubble art. So for the first method, put a straw into the bubble solution and blow inside to create bubbles. Once you've created bubbles, scoop the bubbles off with a spatula and gently press them onto the paper. Make sure to place them carefully to avoid splashing. For the second method, we'll be finally using a bubble blower. So when using a bubble blower, you can easily blow directly onto the paper to make designs. As you can see, the bubbles are very large and very easy to make. I've added some extra pigment here to make the color stand out. Here I've tried to use a variety of light and dark shades of bubbles to give my painting more depth and color. For the third method, I've made a simple and minimalistic design with a different bubble blower. For the fourth piece, I'll be using a bubble blower that does not have a mesh net or anything at the end. This can be used to create more splatters and bigger bubbles. For the fifth piece, I've used my coffee powder bubble solution to make brown bubble art. I've added more coffee powder because I found that darker bubble art looks better on colored paper. For the sixth piece, I'll be blowing bubbles into the bubble solution and placing the paper on top of it. For the seventh method, I've made clear bubble solution using shampoo and water. Then I've tapped a mixture of water and paint onto my bubbles. I've also done the same here, but with ink color instead. For the ninth method, I'm going to do the same thing, but with watercolor instead. Instead of using a bubble blower, I'm blowing into it with a straw and gently pushing it to the paper. Then I'm gently tapping the watercolor onto the bubbles and letting it dry. If you do not want to spread your bubbles out, you should let them air dry over time. For the 12th method, I'll be blowing bubbles directly onto the paper with a straw instead of using a bubble blower. Thank you so much for watching. I'll soon be posting a part 2 of this video on the different designs and artworks you can do on bubble art. I've shown some of them in the showdown and I'll be posting the tutorials for each of them in the next video. If you're a beginner, we'll show you some designs that never go wrong. If you haven't noticed, we always make sure to use recyclable materials and that are affordable and readily available at home. So if you enjoyed this video and want more like this, drop a like and subscribe. And drop any comments and questions in the comment section below and we'll keep you posted.